Jesse?
So Jesse, you know, personally, you had your best career night. So put into words what that was like.
Yeah, and points-wise, I had a good night. So it's a good way, I guess, to get the last game out here. Personally, it was obviously a rough game for us together. They shot a lot better than we were expecting from deep, especially in the first half. So. Yeah, all credit to them. They played a really good game, yeah. So it's mixed feelings, really.
Is your wrist still bothering you on your shot, and how long did it take you to get back to at least to a point where you felt, reasonably good about your form?
Yeah, I don't want to put too much on my wrist. Obviously, like it's not going to be an excuse forever. It's bothering me. It's not it's still something you feel every day, every practice, all that. It's mostly about just getting the touch back. Probably noticed it out there. I didn't really have my best shooting night from the line. But yeah, it's in between. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh yeah, it's my wrist that's bothering me. That's why I'm not shooting well. But yeah.
Jesse, any story? Obviously, the senior night activities prior to the game, Coach Higgins comes out. Any story behind that? Did you guys ask him to come out, or and then spending a few minutes with him there? What was that like?
Always good to see. I'm like the guys that were recruited by Hugs. We're still really close with Hugs, and all the guys that played with him, of course. So we're on really good terms, and it was nice for us to have him be out there for this night to kind of. I don't know, like full circle, have him be there for us as well. I think that was important for us to do that. I found it nice, and him and June has always been really good to us. To see him there is very nice for us.
You guys call him up previously and say, hey, come out and.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I think me and Kurt and so the guys who. He recruited. We asked him to come out. Yeah.
You said the shooting by TCU. I mean, they're not known necessarily for that. So,
yeah.
Can't you say catch you by surprise? How big was that for their start?
Yeah. So obviously they have not been this season a premier shooting team. They're a really good team. That's not what they go to mostly. So part of our game plan was obviously to force them to shoot a bunch of contested threes, more than they're used to, more than they'd like to, and yeah, like I said, credit to them. They made a lot of them in a row in the first half, which put us down, among other things. But that was obviously a big part of it. But you're going with a game plan, and sometimes it just doesn't. Work out the way you hope it does, but yeah, that was I think it was a good game plan. It just kind of backfired in that part.
Yeah. So are you tired of getting fouled? You got fouled 12 times tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of used to getting fouled at this point, so I don't really mind it. And the rest did a good job calling it. Today, obviously, the line was a little bit less friendly to me, but. I'm okay with fouling the as long as
How long before the pain goes away, though?
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was tomorrow, man. I wish it was tomorrow, but I don't know.
Obviously, one more game left in the regular season, and then Big 12 tournament and whatever happens there. But I mean, you guys have basically gone through the bulk of everything now, and having gone through it all 1 year in Morgantown. What will you take from the season? 10 years from now, someone says, "Yeah, you spent a year in Morgantown." What was that like?
To be honest, it was still one of the best years of my life. Regardless of everything that happened, it was one of the craziest seasons I've had in my life. I mean, I think for most people, one of these things that happened like it normally happens like once every 10 years, happened for us like 10 times in one season. So that was obviously not great, but no, I've learned so much, man, and yeah, what is even more amazing, like the fact that all these fans every night for us, filled the seats, filled the stadium. If we lost a big game before, if we won a big game before, it doesn't matter. They be there, and to have that like kind of pulls you through a season like this. And like you said, we're not done. We still got a couple games left. But no, I got great memories from Morgantown. Still, whatever went down, I still got great memories.
If I were to list all the things that happened this year,
Yeah.
and would have handed you that list, back in, November or before the season, been hard to believe, you think? I mean.
Yeah, I would have taken a step back and been like, wow, that's a rough package to go for now. But yeah, no, it's something like I said, like you don't expect to have more than one of those in the season, and we had like a bunch. So it's been crazy, but like that, all those like adversities, like I've never learned this much. Like whether it's about playing the game, coaching the game, everything around it, what makes a team tick, what doesn't make a team tick. Like that is something you don't pick up when you're, on the team that's, cruising, because you're really thinking about basketball, and that's a great thing. But a year like this gives you like life experience, which you'd never ever get in another way. So.
There's no way all that stuff's gonna happen.
No. I hope I don't have it every year now, but yeah, it's. I'll just take the positives from it, and that's big.
You've been here for a season, a little bit less than a year, I guess, calendar-wise.
Yeah.
This game tonight, any kind of, I wanted to give people at least something to remember me by. Did that ever kind of come into your mind at all as the points started piling up?
A little bit. I guess when I had the 30, it was a little bit like, I'd never had it before, like the 30. So that was nice. When I looked up, I saw that I was like, hey, that's good. At least a little bit for myself to show something like that. But nah, I was just playing, to be honest. And I remember I had a pretty good senior night last year. So it's nice to have one here.
Well, there's worse ways to
go out. Yeah, true. That's true.
Jesse, I know you were on the Dutch national team last summer. I don't even know if they've qualified for the Olympics. Any chance you could play with that this summer?
This summer, unlikely. I've already been in contact with them, obviously. Olympics is looking rough for us, not going to lie. We're probably not going to make that, maybe in 4 years. But, yeah, I will be playing with them a lot in the next couple of years. Just this summer's probably just a little too much with everything going on. But I'd love to, yeah.
You answered this a little bit, but you did something tonight only 4 West Virginia players in history have ever done with your point and rebound totals together. 4 all-time greats here. Do you all talk about that, or do you all look at records, when you're just sitting around, whatever, said, hey man, this dude had this many assists, or this dude did this or that, and what does that mean to you?
That's, that's definitely an honor to be in that list, for sure. I'm not like that big a stat guy. But yeah, we do talk about stuff like that. Like if you look at some of these stats, they're like insane. When there's one dude in whatever year it might be, like 20, 30, 40 years ago, or if it's Deshaun Butler in the locker room that says something up. You look at that, you try to get your numbers anywhere close to that, and it's an honor to know that I did. Something that might be remembered a little bit. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun though.
Jesse, thank you.
Thank you, guys.